Hello and welcome to our special council meeting for September. I'm Mayor Kate Macon and I will introduce the rest of the people around the table today. So I have Deputy Mayor Laurie Hickey, I have Councillor Ruth Constrain, Councillor Joe Beard, Councillor Jamie Vogels, Councillor Geraldine Canady and Councillor Nick Cole. And we have some directors and managers around the table as well. We have Mr. Sean Broadbent, Director of Works and Services, Miss Justine Lindley, Director of Sustainable Development, Mr. David Harrington, Director of Corporate and Community Services, and Miss Jackie Thomas, Manager of Finance. And I also have my CEO, Mr. David Ray, beside me. So we ask for guidance and blessing on this council. May the true needs and well-being of our communities be our concern. Help us who serve as leaders to remember that all our decisions are made in the best interest of the people, culture and the environment of the Corangamite Shire. Amen. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land around Corangamite Shire, the Eastern Maar and the Wadawurrung people. We pay our respects to all Aboriginals, elders, peoples past and present and emerging. There's no apologies today. There's no declarations of conflict of interest. So I'll move on to item number 5, which is confirmation of the minutes for the 16th of September 2024. Do I have a mover for that one, please? Councillor Beard, do I have a seconder? Councillor Cole, is there any discussion on that? Nope. If not, I'll put the recommendation to a vote. All those in favour? Carried. Thank you. There's no deputations or presentations, there's no committee reports, there's no planning reports. So we move straight on to item number 9.1, which is the 2023-2024 financial statements and performance statements. Ms Thomas.
Thank you and through you, Madam Mayor. This afternoon I'm presenting the audited financial statements and performance report for the financial year ended the 30th of June 2024. RSD Audit, on behalf of the Victorian Auditor General's Office, or VARGO, completed a large portion of their audit off-site between the 14th and the 16th of August 2024 in relation to the financial statements and performance statements. Following a thorough audit process, VARGO have given in-principle approval to the financial statements and they've been cleared for signing. Looking at the results for the 2024 financial year, an operating surplus of $2.14 million was reached compared to an adopted budgeted surplus of $3.79 million. A large driver in the variation was the $9.5 million that was prepaid for the financial assistance grants, which was for the 23-24 year, but paid in 22-23. Council was also able to recognise previously unearned income, largely from the completion of milestones in the Port Campbell Town Revitalisation Project and the 12 Apostles Trail. This year, Council completed $28 million of capital works, which is a huge undertaking, especially given the large amount of projects that were carried forward into the budget this time last year. Fair value movement among Council's asset classes resulted in a $42.5 million revaluation. This movement is predominantly due to a condition assessment on all Council buildings completed through the year and increases in our road making materials. Key financial performance indicators for 23-24 as presented in the performance statement are also stable. Mayor, the recommendations are before you.
Thank you, Ms Thomas. Councillors, we have a recommendation before us. Do I have a mover for that one, please? Councillor Canady, do I have a seconder, please? Councillor Constrain, Councillor Canady.
Thank you, Mayor. The recommendation is to enable the statutory requirement to lodge our financial and performance statements with the Minister. So those statements have been subject to audit by VARGO and have come before the Audit and Risk Committee and that committee has vetted the statements and has recommended the Council give the in-principle approval. I did note, and I wrote down the quote, that one of the auditors at the Audit and Risk Committee remarked that it was a good, clean audit. So that was nice to hear. So we do have a surplus, a year ended 24 surplus of 2.14 million against our budget at 3.79 million. But I think our report, paints the picture very clearly as to why that is. And those major variances have been noted in the report and very clearly explained. And the actual result to the budget also can be affected by changes in accounting standards and the rules around reporting. And you can see that clearly with the note against the operating grants, you know, how it explains the effect that that has. And also about timing, especially in relation to multi-year projects. The advance payment of the financial assistance grant, as stated by Jackie, sorry, I just can't think of his surname right now, has had a big impact. I must comment, though, on the impressive achievement of the officers and the works team to achieve that capital works program. You know, 28.15 million against the adopted budget of 17. So that included the delivery of all the 2023 carry forwards, plus the schedule for 2024. Like, that was an amazing achievement. So many works that were completed, and I think, you know, they deserve to be congratulated for that effort, and I'm really proud of it. We also had a very substantial interest income of $939,000, which was earned on our term deposits. And I might note that those term deposits, and tell me if I need to be corrected, my understanding is that that is funding we've received for allocated purposes, and it's invested until it's required to pay out completed projects. So whilst it's not required and the projects are in process, we're earning income on that those invested funds, which is very prudent. That overall, all our key financial indicators are stable, so that's a good position to be in. I noticed that the performance indicators are generally satisfactory. Again, the financial assistance grant advance payment was a factor in the outcomes of those indicators, but still they're satisfactory. Probably the one area where we saw more challenge than usual was in the statutory planning area, and that was due to the the very, very high rate of applications and the high workload that created in the planning department. But I understand that that workload now is returning to a more normal status, and things are coming under control there. So overall, I think we've got a very pleasing result, and I support the recommendation that's before us.
Thank you, Councillor Kennedy. Councillor Gastron?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and can I just say I've just crossed out everything I had on my list. Councillor Kennedy has absolutely covered 100%. We are in a sound financial position, but I too want to make mention to our staff who have delivered this budget, particularly in capital projects, which are quite phenomenal. I mean, that's basically 2 years' work done in a year. We certainly put them under the pump. So it's great to see, you know, the completion of the 12 Apostles rail trail and the work continuing on the Port Campbell streetscape revitalisation. So well done to the team, and yes, I'm very glad to hear that it's a good, clean audit.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Gastron. Any other commentary? If not, I'll put the recommendation to a vote. All those in favour? Carried. Thank you very much. Is there any other business councillors would like to raise at this point in time? Councillor Gastron?
Just to wish the Corangamite Shire a happy 30th birthday yesterday.
Oh, that's very nice of you to tell
Should
us.
have had a party.
We should have, shouldn't we? Perhaps we should once we get past caretaker mode.
Yes, possibly.
Yeah. And we add that with the Grace Brown and Penny Smith celebrations as well. How about that?
Yes, absolutely.
Nothing else?
No.
No. Is there any questions, Mr. CEO?
No question.
No,
Madam Mayor.
there's no people in the gallery tonight. So thank you all for watching and your attendance. I really do appreciate it, and wish you all a very happy night and a good week ahead. See you later. Thank you.